That was that's a workout I used to work out to. You're ready. I'm ready. We're ready. Let's do it.
Hey, let's do it. Welcome, all of you who are tuning in live, and to all of you who are watching on replay to Girls Chat. I'm Kay Elizabeth Green, your spiritual fitness coach, where it is my joy, my pleasure to work with all of you highly sensitive, natural-born leaders to discover how powerful you are, and then help you hone your spiritual muscle. And I'm here with my co-host,
Coach Caren. And
and
my passion is to support clients while they release their emotional money baggage. And that's what I do and love every moment of it. Thank you for joining us today, whether it's on the replay or live. We love having you post your questions and we'll gladly answer them. But Liz is going to take us away today, telling you how to break through those BSs that you've been telling me.
yeah, on today's show, we're going to how to break through your barriers and your own BS, you know. But before we really hit, what happened, computer? All of a sudden, there we go.
You know how it works, right? Oh my gosh.
Just in case we have any kind of static or breakage, let's talk about, I know I'm blessed to be here in Las Vegas, where the sun is shining and I've been able to go outside. And I know I talked to others, like my birthday was yesterday, and I talked to others in Chicago where it was 30 below with the wind chill factor. Yeah, and what about you, Caren, up there in Canada?
It is cold. It is cold. I was saying today before this, I have a big backyard. It's full. I have a big side yard. It's full. My front yard is no space. I mean, everywhere you look, it's piles and piles of snow.
And that must be such an unusual sight for you as an island girl.
I tell you, that I love looking at it. I love the feel of it. And I got down in my office this morning, turned on my heater, and the heater said no more. So my husband asked me what else I need to bring in. So if he's not in yet, he's gonna have to go back out or something and bring in. The whole house is nice and warm, but my area is not as warm. So I have a heater in here because I gotta stay warm. That's just the way it is in Canada. No matter how nice your house looks, there's always a room or two that for whatever reason doesn't get as warm. I had the duct guy go through. They came to clean our ducts. We got a new furnace with a higher voltage because the guy said it's going to help. Yeah, I'm still sitting here.
Hey, well, I feel your pain because remember, I grew up in the Midwest, you know. I know how it feels to have those temperatures, but hopefully we can brighten their day, and we can talk about how to break through your own BS. You know,
Liz, give it to us. Let's hear.
And when I'm talking about BS, I'm talking about your belief system. You know, and our belief system is something that we have consciously or unconsciously accepted as true. And 80% of it is like what we've unconsciously accepted. If it's cold outside, I'm supposed to get a cold. If it is, I have to work hard in order to make money. only a few people, you know, that belief system that we've heard over
Oh,
over
yes. I totally agree with what Liz is saying there. Listen, I was not a person that got sick. And then I went into this thing, I think after I gave up my job and lost it, I came off, had my baby, and I was home. I said, I'm not going back to work. And a couple of years after that, I noticed I was getting a cold like every other month. And a friend of mine said, yeah, you know, this time of the year you get a cold. And I owned it. I'm telling you, it's because I owned it. For the rest of the year, the season was done and I was still getting a cold. So one day she called me and she says, Caren, how are you doing? This is cold season. I guess you're done with a cold. I said, oh, no, you don't. I am not done with a cold. I'm not getting a cold. And if you call to ask me about my cold, please don't call me. I know I was rude, but I didn't care.
Yeah, but see, that's in the belief system, and then the television and the commercials are all designed to support that belief that, hey, it's cold outside. It is November through March, so get your flu
season.
Okay, so you know, you think they're like, well, maybe am I supposed to be? You know, our belief system determines how we experience life.
True.
You know, and so what I'm calling on, I did a live a couple of days ago. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I've been offline. I've been doing some other things. So
calling on people to detox from the news.
The best thing I ever done. My son is 18. I did it when he was a big, oh my God, 17 years ago. 18 years ago, I stopped watching the news. I can't believe it's this long. Oh my word. Yeah.
And Caren, what I did was, because I was talking to so many of my clients and so many people who were saying, well, you don't understand. You got to stay informed. And since I usually will tell people to be able, you know, if you're going to watch stuff like that, then you want to observe it, but not absorb the energy.
Okay? Or do it before you finish looking after yourself in the morning. If you're going to watch the news, make it 12, not first thing, because then you finish, your day is set up, your day is halfway done. And so it wouldn't bother you. Me, people just give me information, and anything that it's too much, I'll say to them, okay. I don't even wait for breaking the conversation and say, okay, I've had my fill. 5 minutes is up. Yeah, I can't hear anymore.
Yeah, I did 5 days. I said, okay, I challenged myself.
Yes.
You know, because people were saying, well, that's easy for you to say. So I challenged myself for 5 days. I watched 23 minutes. I selected, you know, because I don't have cable either.
Right.
I selected a news program that I felt was going to give me the facts, that was condensed because they'd taken out the commercials. So it was 23 minutes. By the third day, I was so depressed. My energy level was like this, you know, because it was like from politics to weather to,
I tell you,
whatever it was, anything to distract you from your goal.
Thank you.
Things that you have nothing that you can't do anything about, but it's going down there into that.
Oh yeah.
Belief.
Yeah. My heart used to palpitate, you know, and I said, I said, so why am I doing this to me when I first stopped it? Eh? I'm like, why would I never really liked news, by the way. That's just me, always. But because I was told what you just told, like I have to keep up. And when I finished the first year, I said, what did I miss? I didn't ask anybody. I asked myself, what did I miss? And once I was able to really answer the question, I was set. There is no going back. I mean, if I'm sitting in the room and the TV came on and the news was there and somebody was watching, I don't argue with anybody. I walk out. I'm not asking you to take it off because you know my beliefs. So I walk out, I pick up a book, and I'm good.
And that's why you can approach life feeling like you can't, because you haven't allowed others to choose how you're going to feel. You haven't allowed others to connect you to what your expectations are, So I'm calling on people to detox from the news.
I like
No more news. And I'm going to do a pop-up group. It came to me earlier. I'm going to do a pop-up group to support people because they don't realize how good you can feel when your balloon isn't popped.
I like that. Excuse me, I like that.
Because the image that I got was of us being, if you think of yourself being in a little bubble, you get up in the morning, you're feeling real good. First thing you do, click, you turn on the news. Click, you check your Facebook. So, and understand, you're not looking for what's good that happened. You're looking for what disaster.
Yeah, and thank God, it's whatever you put out, you get receive, right? My Facebook news don't have those kind of news. And when I hear people talk, I'm like, I never get out on my Facebook, but because I don't watch it, that's why I don't get it.
Hey, and that's such a good example as to how things show up in your life. Like with Netflix, whatever you consciously, when I first got Netflix, you know how you hopping around, you're looking at different programs. Not all of them were ones that you selectively chose. You were just sort of checking it out.
Yeah.
If you notice, they started sending you others.
Because you're tagged. The minute you click on something, you're tagged. And so you have to be mindful. So even if I like something that somebody put, I stop myself, because I've learned, and I would not like it just because I don't want to be tagged in the foolishness over and over. It's funny. I laughed, moving along.
But I like that. That is what our belief system will do, is to tag us with those negative things if we don't choose it. And so what I'm calling on is for people to become consciously aware, consciously start choosing what they are allowing to come into their life. That's how you break through the barriers of your BS. You have to first become aware as to what you are thinking.
Yes, I so agree.
And how it's making you feel.
How you making me feel?
You talk about that as far as money, because I don't care if it is money, happiness, relationships. We all have those unconscious clicks that we have to decide if we want to continue to have them in our life.
Exactly. Because in everything I do, I've got this 30-day, 12 hours, 30-day happening. And I've been working through it myself, so I'm coming to an end of it. And the accomplishment is really staggering. Facts. But one of the big things it's loaded with questions, and it might seem the strangest. Why am I taking a question she's questioning me? Well, because when you answer those questions for you, not the audience, not the group, not me, for you, you're going to be a much more productive business owner.
Correct. Correct.
You answer those questions for you. It cannot be suited to me. You can't run Facebook ads, Twitter ads, the newspaper, at any ad, and just looking at other people. When you answer the question for yourself, you know what you want to say. You know what you want to do. You know how you're going to help people. And you can't do that without answering those feelings questions. Money is energy. And if you can feel it, I have to ask myself, because there's times when money doesn't come to me. No matter what, because I am blocking it. I am blocking it with some things that I'm doing. And I have to stop and be aware. Where's the blockage? Why am I sending it away? What am I not doing right? And I get those things lined up, and it does never, and it never, I want to insist, it never comes back in the thousand. It comes back in the dollar, but you need to pay attention to it. Today I offered up some information to some, and I said, here, tomorrow is the last day of the month. How much have you earned for the month of January? You don't need to tell me. Go write it down. Go and investigate how it came about, how it came to you. Write it down, how you felt when it came, how you felt when you didn't have it, but you were asking it to visit you. How did this happen? Be aware so you can multiply it in February. But if it was 0, don't multiply 0, please.
Hey, I totally agree with you. And that's one action step that you can take. You know, like people say, well, what will I do? What will I do if I don't spend the time with the news? Okay, and that is one.
Give them 3 pointers, Liz, because I know what they can do. You tell them. I want to hear
you. Well, one, get clear on what your goals are, and ask yourself, what is one thing that I can do today to move me closer to my goal? And what doesn't have to be a big goal. Maybe once you decide, okay, let me get grounded. Okay, I'm gonna get grounded. And I'm gonna acknowledge how I'm feeling. And I have to make a choice. Do I want to feel this way? Or don't, or what, how do I want to feel? You know, if I want more money, if I want more a relationship, if I want my business to succeed. So you say, okay, that's what you want. What would you be doing if you had what you thought you wanted? If you wanted the money, what would you be doing with it? If you had the relationship, what would you be doing with it? How would it make you feel?
Exactly.
What's preventing you from taking the first step there? So if you want a business, you can sit there and want it, but if you had the money, what step would you take? Like you said, you got $0 and you wanted to have 5,000 at the end of next month, what steps do you want to take?
And then take them. And then actually take them. Actually take them. Some of the ladies said when I first decided on the 12 hours a day, it's the word seemed daunting. It seems crazy. It seems and I look back and I said I do way more than 12 hours if I was honest with myself with all the things I do. But when I put that in my 12 hours, my day is done. I'm feeling proud. I've talked to the people I need to talk to. And I'm not so focused on if they're going to buy from me today because I know they will.
Oh,
the right people. So I'm focusing on the people that need to have the conversation. So I know, and I had to take a step back. Even myself, I didn't do any lives this month. Only girls chat and districts. I haven't done my own lives, and I needed to. Now I can come back in next month and do my lives again. Why? Because I needed to step back to create this stuff. And if it means you need to move away to create, go do it. Don't worry. Really? You don't worry about who misses you. You get off of Facebook, you go, you create your stuff, and you come with it. If you didn't create your year, your month, all last month, this month I was talking about vision board course. And if you haven't created those stuff, how are you going to work into it? Don't get into the fluff. Well, you 5 people buy from you and you go and you create it because you create it off of that 5 people. Do you want to sell it again? No, you create it, you get it up and running. Liz has got her courses, it's up and it's ready to go. So now when she sell it, she's not trying to break her neck. She's ready. She's ready to go. Maybe she got some videos to do, but the core is done. She knows who she serves, so the core is done.
I love this quote that came. It said, forget about the how and enjoy the wow.
I
Okay.
like it.
We spend so much time, and that's misdirecting. Well, how am I going to get through if this war happens? How am I going to get through if I don't have money? How am I going to get through this and that? You know, it's always, don't worry about the how. Worry about the wow.
Yes.
That's your production.
Yes.
Care, what's the one step? What's the one step that you can do? If your health is failing you, and I've had that, okay? What's the one step that you can do to improve your health?
And do it.
And do it. You know, it sounds, for some people, it sounds very simple. But if you can get up each morning and ask yourself, what's the one thing that's going to take me closer to my goal?
Yep.
And if I don't know what my goal is, then ask yourself, what's the one thing you don't like in your life? That's your goal.
Mm-hmm.
And do it.
Yep. Yeah, I can do it.
I am inviting people to sign up for my mini chat to hone your intuitive power. Yeah. So just click on the link. We're going to have a pop-up class. The first challenge is going to be how to detox yourself from negativity, because it's impossible to put new wine in old wineskins. Yeah. So it's like, okay, time to do our favorite part of the show, Caren.
And
she was hoping I was going
to fell down, and it slid down. Got my book. Now, if I showed you before, I'm showing you again, because it's such a good book that I'm still reading the book. It's taken a while because there is notes, I have to, your money or your life.
Okay, hold up just one more second. Let me take this banner on so that people can, oops. Wait. I love to play with my toys.
I see now.
There we go. And then we go. Let's take down Book Nook.
I know Book Nook wants to stay. Anyway, so this is the book, Your Money or Your Life, written by Vicki Robin. Christmas gift. And can I show you guys these two? This is my bookmark. I made these years ago. Used to be sold in my Etsy store. I've given away lots of these as gifts.
Right there. Oh, this is right there. Okay.
People have always enjoyed them. Just wanted to share a little bit of
what's at the bottom of that? NERCA.
It's NERCA by NERCA.
Oh, is that another name?
No, that is my company name, NERCA. Okay. It's Caren. Turn around. It's my company name is NERCA. I have all these little outlets from it, but the company name is NERCA. And you get NERCA Studio. Or the NERCA is where I got Elizabeth Got Style, which is my boutique. And on the NERCA, it's where my cleaning company lies and my educational stuff online. Everything is.
That's something that I'm learning new about you, and I'm sure that as our viewers get to know the wealth of information that we are blessed with, and why we love to share, But I'm going to have to get a copy of that book and check it out.
This is a book to read. This is I'm going to say enlist the book privately, but this is a book here. You are going to enjoy it. She speaks about a lot of things that I speak on, and it's not like I need a validation. But when you see a book that was published, and this is a republish, she and a guy have done it before. He's no longer alive. Joe Dominguez. They talk about money and the energy of money, and just in such a way that I know what I'm reading because I speak of it, I've lived it, but it's so nice to read a book that not only resonates with me, but anybody who reads this book is going to see and understand. And really, 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 if they put it into practice, they'll see a shift. They'll see a shift.
Yeah. Well, as coaches, I know as coaches, as teachers, I'm always constantly refilling my well, to take time to step away, to take time to look for those things that remind me, because it's when you're doing, that's why I like the concept of building spiritual muscle, because when you're building muscle, it's not a one and gone. You know, I used to laugh at those people that would come into the gym January 1st, and they thought that by the end of January, they would have these buff bodies, like, you know, and they would point to the person over there. And it was like, do you understand, my child, that child is in here consistently at least 4 to 5 times a day, that they're consistently, and they've been doing this for years and years and years and years. And that is, if you're ready to dedicate to that, you know.
Oh, say that word again.
That body too.
Say that word again, Liz.
If you're ready to dedicate, do the work. You know, you can be anything that you are willing to get the information and do the work.
Yeah. Dedication. I remember I used to dance 3 days a week, 1 hour each session. And when we have to perform, she'll do 2 hours. And you know, she expected us to go home and practice.
Oh, hey.
And she knew. I used to say to my teacher, I said, how do you know people who don't practice? She said, Caren, I never worry about you. And, you know, it made me feel good, but it's just the way I was. And she would make the people stand out of the circle and do whatever she wanted them to do. And I said to her friend, isn't that painful to keep doing that versus being the class? It's so simple. Like,
hey, and anything that you do well, when I skated, when I played tennis, anything that you do well, when I was lifting weights, it requires dedication.
Yeah.
It requires focus. It requires sacrifice. You may have a little bit of pain, but you need to be able, as my yoga teacher said, feel it and breathe through it.
Oh, yes. You have to. I take a little break, and I did some really. Monday I pushed, and I felt it on Tuesday, which was yesterday, and I felt it today, and I said, no, I'm continuing, I'm pushing through what I'm getting to do. I'm not stopping. No, this is no. Yeah. I push, and I found this on the weekend, I think, or Sunday. This little plaque here. This was my personal trainer, and set out for me. And I did that. So anytime I don't want to do what I set out for me, I'm like, this is what I used to do. Please, Caren, look it up. Okay.
And the reason that I am going to go ahead and put the pop-up group for the detox is I know we work better with groups when we have a support partner, because even though I don't know any of the women personally in the yoga class because they know that they see me. You know, that's encouragement that you can come and.
So are you doing the pop-up group for your physical yoga people?
No, I'm doing a pop-up group for the detox, the detox from negativity. And that's if you hit the link, that's going to take you on in, and with homing your intuitive power and everything else like that, hopefully.
And so you're going to share it with the yoga people. That's what you're intending to do.
Yes. yes, Caren. I will be sharing it. Yes, I will. Caren, as always, if you were looking at me, those are our viewers. We always push each other. And so thank you very much for reminding me about doing that marketing, of letting them know that I will be doing it. Yeah, but anyway, we're pushing to our time limit. I really want to just quickly review what we talked about today. What we talked about was how to break through those barriers of your belief system. Those things that you have consciously or unconsciously accepted as your reality. And what I am encouraging you to do, I am challenging you to do, is to detox, to start detoxing first from the news, because our belief system determines how things affect us. And even though it may rain, some people will use it as inspiration. Others will be crying in their soup. You will choose. You will choose. So we have to first be conscious as to how things are affecting us. So I've got the link there. I'm encouraging you to join me in going #NoNews.
I
#NoNews, starting officially on Monday with a pop-up group so that we can support each other, so you can talk about how it feels. How good does it feel to consciously direct your own life? So next week, we're going to be moving into Love Month.
Love Month, the Love Month.
And Karen's going to start us off. So I'm excited to find out what
love and be loved is the greatest gift of all. So we're going to talk about a lot of things love-wise. How to love, how to be loved. You know, that's our first topic. And we don't need to shy away from it. How to love and be loved, because it's the greatest gift of all, to be able to love, you know, just to be able to love. It's one of the greatest gifts.
Aha. So that sounds like a perfect way to kick off February. Well, I thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to us. If you have found this helpful, please do like it. Please do share it, because it is our goal. It is our intention. I know Karen's got a big number she can tell you about, but I can say as many people as possible to live a healthy, happy, and prosperous
life. Yeah.
And we can do that. Caren?
That's what we want for you. Exactly what Liz says. You know, make your mind better. No blame, no shame. What happened last year, what happened the year before, let it go, let it be, and let's look forward to 2019. End the year well. Whatever money goals you have, be free and say, I want to earn $100,000. I want to earn $100,000 net, not gross. I want to make 500,000. If 400,000 goes away into expenses and taxes and what have you, it's okay. Remember, your goal is 100,000. It's okay to want. You don't have to need it. Take need away. Need makes you feel like you're punishing yourself. Need make you feel like you're under this, you're in jail and the bars are just off, but you're still in jail in your mind. But wants make you feel free. It's a feeling. Say I need, and then say I want. I want the different energy you feel. Just try it out. And if you're joining us on the replay, thank you. If you came on live, pop in and pop out. Thank you, because we know sometimes people are watching us without saying anything, and that's okay. Just at some point, if you feel the need, just ask us any question. We're here to answer them. We love interacting with our, guests.
That we do. And that is our goal, to get as many of you coming on to chat with us. That's why it's girls chat.
Yes.
We want as many views as possible.
Yes.
May light, love, and plenty of laughter accompany you on your journey. I am Elizabeth. May you be blessed.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.